What is going on, good people out there in the interweb? And welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about the new album from a guy named Jason Eady. And the name of the album is To the Passage of Time. So, this album was released August 27th of 2001, has 10 songs, and runs 39 minutes. You may be asking yourself, who is Jason Eady? So let's talk about that for just a moment. Mr. Eady is a singer-songwriter originally from, I believe, Mississippi. And I think now he's based out of Atlanta. And this guy is one of my favorite singer-songwriters. For me, the influences that I hear that he has, he reminds me of kind of a Don Williams. I hear some Willie Nelson. He's really a great singer-songwriter. The thing that really got me a couple years ago when I got into this cat was his voice. He's got a phenomenal voice. His songwriting style is very fluid. So let's talk about for a moment the new album. He has 9 previous albums, I think it is. Let's look real quick. So I think it is 9 albums. Like I said, this one come out August of this year. So for gear, like we always talk about, doing a little research, I've never had the opportunity to see Jason Eady live. I'm hoping to one day catch him. I think, with everything that's going on in the world, musicians are starting to get back out. Hopefully he'll hit around my area at some point. It looks like, based on YouTube videos and things like that I've kind of looked up, that he uses a Gibson songwriter. I'm not sure the year, but it looks like a Gibson acoustic songwriter. Most of those Gibson acoustics are made in Bozeman, Montana. They're really great guitars. His looks like it is just a natural colored songwriter. So that's kind of cool. Anybody uses a Gibson is alright with me. I'm a big Gibson fan. Not that I prefer one or the other. I know there's a Fender Strat sitting behind me. But I believe that Gibson acoustics are some of the can hang with any Martin, Taylor, or anything like that. They just don't have the reputation like those do. Gibson's more known for their electric stuff. So he does have 8 studio albums from what I can tell. And let's talk about the passage of time. So like I said, it's got 10 cuts on the album. Released August 27th of 2001, runs 39 minutes. And like I usually do, I want to give you my top 3 out of the album. If I were going to give you this album and say, hey, this is where you need to start. I've listened to this album all the way through a lot ever since it dropped. It's a very mellow, laid-back kind of album. This cat, he does that kind of style. Like he can do the fast-paced rock and stuff. This one's got a very good laid-back vibe to it. But let's get into my top 3. So number 3, if I was going to hand you the album, number 3 would be the song Gainesville. So Gainesville is number 6 on the album, and it runs 2 minutes and 54 seconds. I just like the tempo of this. The tempo and the lyric delivery kind of reminds me of like something like Merle Haggard would do. It's just the storytelling of the song that I like, about how the opening line is he sets out walking down the road, and you can kind of visualize what the cat's got going on. So if you're going to listen to this song, try to picture what the guy is telling you, because this is a great storytelling song. Let's see. Number 2 for the album, I would say, is French Summer Sun. Now, the reason that I picked this for my number 2 is I mentioned the Don Williams influence. Don Williams for me was a huge influence on some of my musical taste, and he had some songs where it had like a start out with a spoken word, kind of a storytelling kind of thing. This is the same. So French Summer Sun is the 5th song on the album, number 5, and runs 5 minutes and 2 seconds. And I like the just the way the guitar is done in the background with the spoken word of the lyrics. He's just kind of telling a story, and I just like it. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. Number 1, usually I try to stay away from the big songs on the album, but I feel like I can't do that here. Number 1 for me is the lead-off track, Nothing on You. I love the steel guitar intro. This, like I said, is the first track on the album. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I love the steel guitar intro on it. Jason's voice is outstanding. The storytelling, he's obviously talking about the love of his life, somebody that he really cares for, and I can relate to that. The song runs 3 minutes and 30 seconds. It's a great lead-off song. And one reason that I chose this is if you're new to Jason Eady and you have not listened to this gentleman's music before, this is a good song to start off with. This album does represent where he is in his career, and basically it represents what he's got going on. So if you were new to this guy and you asked me, hey, where do I start? You could start here with Nothing on You. I felt like, when I first heard this album, this song really pulled me into this album. Sometimes people don't choose real strong lead-off songs for their albums, and I think he made a really great choice here. So Nothing on You would be my number 1 song on the album, followed by French Summer Sun, and then I would finish it up with Gainesville. So there you go. Not really much to say negative about the album. On my jam scale, 1 to 5, I give this a 4. This is a really great album. If you're chilling around the house, if you're on a relaxing drive on some back roads with the windows down and this pleasant fall weather that we currently have going on, this is a great album to do it to. If you're sitting around a fire pit and doing what you do, this is a great album to do it to. There's really not a bad cut on the album, I feel like. Please give it a listen. As always, comment below what you think. Hit that subscribe button. And remember that music is love, and love is music.